There's a few players that I admire in pool. Most of them would come from the 9-ball scene. They're so professional. Jasmine Ocean, Kelly Fisher and Alison Fisher. When I was overseas with these ladies, I learnt so much from them about their professionalism. As fierce a competitor as they are on the table, off the table they go out to dinner, have a drink, sit around, chat, have fun together. And it's just really amazing to watch, and I just learnt so much about my conduct from them. So that is who I admire as a player. Wow, that's a really tough question for me. I do really love both 8-ball and 9-ball. Had quite a lot of success with both of them. If you asked me the question a year ago, I have no doubt that my answer would have been 9-ball, but right now in my life, I really have to say that 8-ball is my favourite game, as it has led me to the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I'm going to continue playing it and make sure I enjoy myself along the way. My cue is a custom-made 3/4 cue. It was made by an Adelaide company called Stag Cues. I'd actually designed it myself. Unfortunately, these cues can't be made anymore because the owner actually passed away. I have had my cue now for 21 years. The tip, I do prefer to have a bit of a harder tip, and I don't know what brand, but it's whatever Alec Evernatis puts on my cue. Master retipper, that man. Good sportsmanship both on and off the table is what I really like to see in players. Also being able to own up to your own fouls no matter the situation. Doesn't matter on the scoreline or whether there's umpires. If you foul, the best thing to do is to own up to it. And also people that can acknowledge that their opponent has played better than them, because the majority of the time when you lose a frame, it's because your opponent has played better than you, and it's really, really nice to see people acknowledge that. Well, who do I most enjoy beating? Definitely any man that hates losing to a woman. I think that's really good fun. And of course, goes without saying that when he was here, I really, really enjoyed beating Stacey Vine. To improve the sport, I think we really need to get the right people onto the committees. That's the people that have the drive and the passion to try and take a sport where it needs to be. I think the biggest problem for us in Australia is the lack of TV coverage that we can get, and that limits the sponsors that will get involved. So we really need to try and get some major sponsorships, so then we can perhaps send our best sides to world titles every year, and then maybe that will bring a bit more TV coverage for us. I think my biggest weakness would definitely be my lack of motivation to practice. I find it really hard to put some time in unless it is leading up to a tournament, so maybe I could probably do better than I have done if I was a bit more committed to practicing. My biggest strength would have to be my mental toughness. I always believe that I'm going to win right up until the point when the game is over and I can't win anymore. So yeah, it's always must believe in yourself. I don't think I really have any big regrets. The decisions that I've made in the past, which have both some been good and bad, have helped me to become the person I am today. I don't really see much point in regretting anything in life because it is too short, so you just need to learn from your mistakes, move on and better yourself in the future. Well, I guess my greatest achievement would have come in 2007 when Australian women's team won the world title. We had an awesome team and it was a great experience, something I'll never forget. That year I also topped the individual stats and made the singles semi-finals, losing 7-6 to Emma Cunningham. It was a huge achievement for me, especially mentally, as my dad was back home in hospital dying from cancer. I was on the phone to him once and he told me, make sure you guys win the world title. So I managed to get home and he saw our trophies, and yeah, it's my biggest achievement ever. My goals would be to continue to be competitive for as long as I want to play, and also to help inspire others to enjoy what they do and to become successful with their games.